Hi, welcome back to another episode of No Space, No Time World. My name is Syriiel and I'm here on the Conscious Consumer Network every Wednesday evening, taking you through a meditation, giving out a healing transmission, and then having some fun and fascinating chats with the guests, talking about his or her personal experiences of anomalies or glitches in the matrix, showing us that this so-called reality is not what it seems. Unfortunately, tonight we have no guest. We did have a guest lined up, but sadly, this particular guest decided to back out. And by that time, it was too late to find another person to take their place at such short notice. But hey, that's life. We just go with the flow, following spirit at every step. So it's not a problem. It's just how it worked out for this week. And interestingly, it gives me a chance to say some things that I wouldn't normally be saying. And this situation gives me the opportunity to do just that. So perhaps this is the reason we have no guest. Perhaps it's just spirit urging me to speak out and giving me the opportunity to do so. So, what I have to say is this. I really want to give you all the opportunity to share your experiences in a safe space on this show. A space where you can tell your story without anyone dismissing your experience as a lie or that can't happen, it's impossible, without anyone rubbishing your experiences and without anyone labeling you as crazy, delusional, or mentally unstable. That's the whole idea. So those of us who have had these experiences, whatever they are, we know them to be true. We are the ones who experience them. We know in our hearts exactly what happened. And so nobody can tell us it didn't happen because it was real and we know it. So stand strong. Stand in your own truth and power. There are others out there who have experienced similar things or even the same or even other things that aren't supposed to happen. It's often a case that those who you share your experiences with just cannot comprehend your experience. They can't comprehend what happened. This is often from fear that what you are presenting them with shatters their understanding of reality. And so in their minds, it can't possibly be true. You must be crazy. Because if it is true, and you're not crazy, it then means that all they have ever believed in throughout their life and were told that is the truth is all gone. They now have nothing to hang on to. Their security is gone and fear and panic ensue. So to protect themselves, they'll lash out at you with all kinds of things. And it's just they're trying to defend their own sanity and defend what they believe is reality. Some things are very difficult to grasp the reality of unless you have had the experience yourself. But this doesn't mean that it isn't true. It doesn't mean that what happened to you or what happened to another person isn't true. Another reason is the person you have shared with may be a person with a very narrow band of belief systems and can't accept anything that's outside of that. They find it difficult. What you present them with challenges their own personal belief systems. And because of that, they say it's impossible, can't happen, rubbish. It may also be that the person you shared with is a person that thinks they're always right. And because they have never heard of what you're sharing with them or have never experienced it themselves, it can therefore never happen and is not true. Just because they believe they're always right and therefore cannot open up to new possibilities outside of their own life. But all that is fear again. It's all still fear, just expressed in different ways. There is so much fear on this planet and within so many people. So many things are driven by fear. So many things are fear-based. Fear of what others may think. Fear of what might happen. Fear of what might not happen. Fear of failure. Fear of success. Fear of self. Fear of true self. Fear of others, fear of our own power, fear of expressing self, fear of showing who we truly are, fear of being loved, fear of loving, fear of reaching out, fear of sharing, fear of making mistakes. The list can go on and on and on. But fear limits us. Fears limit our joy. Fears limit our spiritual growth. Fears limit our creativity. Fears deny us joy in life that we could otherwise easily attain. Fear prevents us from fully following what is deep and true in our heart. When I was a guest on Sarah Chaplin's show, Giant Steps, I mentioned a Star Wars quote, which I love. And I will repeat that quote here because it's most relevant at this time. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. So basically this constant underlying fear ultimately leads to the suffering of all of us on this planet. When we are in fear, we can easily be controlled and programmed, taken advantage of, dominated, ridiculed, put down, ostracized, betrayed, and obviously many more things. And all this then leads to more fear and more control, and so it goes on. So I want to say that it's time we all step out of fear-based programming. It's time to break out of fear. And it's time we come together and support each other with unconditional love and heart-based understanding. It's time we disclose our experiences and knowledge that we know in our hearts to be true, to share it with others, and to do all of this without fear, to know we are supported and loved. This encourages others to step forward and to share their own experiences and knowledge that they might otherwise be afraid to share, setting the example. And in our sharing, we will find that before we know it, there'll be so much disclosure that the masses will awaken and will begin to accept the true reality. And this sharing will play a part in raising the consciousness of humanity on planet Earth, the return to spirit, and will empower each and every one of us and free us all. So let's do this. Let's all be a part of the awakening of humanity. Step out, step up. Who amongst you can step up to the next level? And there it is. I had my say. And I thank the guest who backed out from this episode, giving me the opportunity to speak out and share this. Thank you. And regarding the sharing of your experiences, remember there's no need to mention any names of any people who were with you if you do not wish to do so. You may also remain anonymous if you wish to. Just share what your experience was and where it happened. If you express a wish to be a guest on this show, but you do not wish your face to be seen, we can do this also. If you don't want your name given out, we can do this too. There's always a way, and we'll keep it safe for you, and that's it. So please email me at the address on screen, Syriiel at takeawalkonthelightside.net, and we can chat. We can take it from there. Okay, so I've had my say. So after all that, let's settle ourselves down again, and we'll get into meditation time. This is the Awaken the Spark Within meditation that we are repeating each week. So breathe now. Exhale all fear. Settle down. Relax. Get into a comfortable position. Take off your shoes if possible. Sit, lay down, whichever you can do. Doesn't matter, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Now close your eyes and clear your mind. Be at peace. Now, focus on the point, approximately 2 to 3 fingers width below your navel. Staying at the level of this point, shift your focus to right inside your body. Go right inside. You are now in your core. Breathe deeply, slowly and deeply. Breathe in the pure light of spirit and exhale this pure light directly into your core. Fill the space. Fill the space with this pure, loving light with every out-breath. Feel it spread out, revitalizing your core. Keep breathing. saturating your core with spirit. As this pure, loving light spreads, it reveals a door. We will call this door the lower door, door number 1. Walk towards this door with thanks and gratitude and a smile from your heart center. Open the door and step through. You are now in the lower chamber of your core. Breathe deeply, slowly and deeply. Breathe in the pure light of spirit and exhale this pure light into the lower chamber of your core, filling it completely with pure, loving light. Keep breathing. With every exhalation, feel the light spread, revitalizing your lower chamber, clearing away all stuck and dense energies, and revitalizing your whole physical body. Keep breathing. With every exhalation, more is cleared, more and more. And as this pure loving light spreads, it reveals a door. We will call this door the middle door, door number 2. Walk towards this door with thanks and gratitude and a smile from your heart center. Open the door and step through. You are now in the middle chamber of your core, the chamber of the heart. Breathe deeply, slowly and deeply. Fill this chamber with love. Breathe in the pure light of spirit and exhale this pure light into the middle chamber of your core, filling it completely with pure loving light. Keep breathing. And with every exhalation, feel this light spread, revitalizing your middle chamber, clearing away all stuck and dense energies, clearing away all energies that are not loving energies. Keep breathing. With every exhalation, more dense energy is cleared. Continue until the only energy that can exist in this chamber is that of love. Keep breathing. As love takes over, another door is revealed. We will call this door the upper door. Door number 3. Walk towards this door with thanks and gratitude and a smile from your heart center. Open the door and boldly step through. You are now in the upper chamber of your core. This is your core connection to spirit and the spiritual realms. Breathe deeply, slowly and deeply. Breathe in the pure light of spirit and exhale this pure light throughout the upper chamber of your core, filling it completely with pure loving light. Keep breathing. And with every exhalation, feel this light spread, revitalizing your upper chamber through and through, clearing away all stuck and dense energies, and clearing all blocks to higher dimensions, opening and strengthening your innate connection to spirit. Keep breathing. Feel this pure light spread until there is nothing else but pure, loving light. Now all 3 chambers are filled full with the pure, loving, gentle and powerful light of spirit. Pause in this love. Feel the peace. Now take an even deeper breath. Exhale strongly, expanding this pure loving light of spirit, exploding it further and further and further, dimension to dimension, further and further, until you experience a sudden stillness. You are at source. You have reached source. Feel the stillness. Feel the peace. Feel the love. Feel the bliss. Bathe in this exquisite energy and give thanks for all that you are and for all that is. Remain in this state. Remember how it feels. Remember the stillness. Remember the bliss. Remember all this so that you can return to this state at will anytime you wish to, and give thanks. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes, gently returning to this reality, but whilst keeping your strong and renewed connection to Source. Thank you. As you all come back to the space we're in, I'll talk a little about this week's healing transmission. We have a question about the meditation. How do I know whether the light is safe light or false light when I go into my meditation? There are loads of energies around me, so I never really know how to discern between them. Okay, I have learned this. I learned to feel that there is a distinct difference between safe light and false light. When it's a safe light and positive energy, you feel there's no fear. You feel safe. It has a different quality. It has a quality of unconditional love, and it just feels wonderful. If it's a false light, it's missing those qualities. I have come to recognize this just through my own experiences. And a false light may bring some fear around it and anxiety, anxiousness. I have also learned sometimes if you feel something touching you, there's a difference with that as well. When it's safe and good and positive, there's no fear there. You can feel a touch from someone and it's just pure love and there is just no fear. But when it's from an energy that is not good or not right, there's a fear and there's a feeling of, this doesn't seem right and it's just not good. So I just think this is something that you just learn to discern. And if it's a self-doubt, you just have to, with practice, you can learn to trust yourself. It can be quite a long process. But perhaps practicing clearing your energy fields before a meditation, put a protection around yourself. Perhaps this will help. There are different ways you can cleanse your fields. You can imagine golden light flashing through you like a shower, washing away all negative energies and negative frequencies, and you can visualize it as coming out all like dirty, as if you got into a shower really dirty and it's all washing off. That's one way. People have many ways. Choose which way is right for you, and perhaps do this before a meditation. And if any other questions, please feel free to ask. I hope I've answered your question. Okay. So I will talk a little about this week's healing transmission. And this week we are continuing with our focus on the solfeggio frequencies. And we're shifting our focus to another 2 different solfeggio frequencies. Okay, so this week our frequencies are going to be 639 hertz far, and this frequency is regarding connection and communication, and it will be immediately followed by the transmission of the solfeggio frequency 741 hertz, and this is about sound and awakening intuition. So as always, you will receive these transmissions this evening, and then automatically for the following 2 days, as I set that up at the end of the transmission. And for those of you who don't already know this, during the transmission, when you hear me mentioning the living matrix, what I'm speaking of is all connective tissue within the physical body. I'm not referring to any 3D matrix kind of thing that we're talking about anomalies and glitches of. This is the connective tissue within your physical body. So the frequencies will travel through, connecting everything that's within you. And I will also pause from time to time to allow things to shift. So there will be a few silent moments while this happens, but don't worry. I'll still be here, and so will the connection. So please just remain still and relaxed, eyes closed, and just receive. So let's go. Relax and enjoy. So everyone, please find your comfortable position. Close your eyes once more and relax. Take a deep breath, connect to your heart center, and exhale slowly. Healing transmission team, please open and prepare a multidimensional space for a solfeggio healing transmission. Thank you. All teams, please clear and remove all dense energies from my space and from the space of each being receiving this healing transmission. Keep all spaces clear at all times. Thank you. I address all the guides, masters and teams of each being receiving this healing transmission to come online now. Please be on standby, ready to assist and support the being that you are working with. Solfeggio Masters online now. All teams ready to begin. All teams, please now clear, align and unblock all channels, pathways and transduction points flowing into the fields of the being you are working with through all relevant systems, right down to the cellular level, the DNA, RNA, and all the nucleobases, in readiness for this being to be open to receive with love the solfeggio frequency 639 Hertz, far. We request the immediate opening and clearing of the pericardium meridian and the immediate clearing of any unworthiness to receive, whether it be conscious or subconscious, on all levels, to ensure the full reception of all healing frequencies. Thank you. Teams, please activate the inflow of solfeggio frequency 639 Hertz, far, now. On all levels and layers, multidimensionally, throughout space and time, we command for each receiving being all of the following: the reharmonization of relationships, family, partners, friends, colleagues, pets, the reharmonization of community, local, international, and intergalactic, multidimensionally. The enhancement and upgrading of all cell communication throughout the living matrix to facilitate optimal function at all levels and at all times. The repair, enhancement, and upgrading of all connections throughout the living matrix to facilitate all systems, organs, and glands to function at optimal levels at all times. The enhancement and upgrading of understanding to higher dimensional levels of understanding, and with unconditional love. The enhancement and infusion of love unconditionally, multidimensionally, throughout all systems and bodies, physical, etheric, cosmic. The repair, enhancement, reharmonization, and re-establishment of all energetic pathways from all etheric blueprints to their relative physical level representations. The repair, enhancement, reharmonization, and re-establishment of all energetic pathways from the universal interface, all chakras and nadis, right down to their relative physical systems. The enhancement and upgrading of the connection, communication, and relationship with all that is. Thank you. All teams, now please clear, align, and unblock all channels, pathways, and transduction points flowing into the fields of the being you are working with through all relevant systems, right down to the cellular level, the DNA, RNA, and all the nucleobases, in readiness for this being to be open to receive with love the solfeggio frequency 741 Hertz. We request the immediate opening and clearing of the pericardium meridian and the immediate clearing of any unworthiness to receive, whether it be conscious or subconscious, on all levels, to ensure the full reception of all healing frequencies. Thank you. Teams, please activate the inflow of solfeggio frequency 741 Hertz. Now, on all levels and layers, multidimensionally throughout space and time, we command for each receiving being all of the following. The easy and graceful facilitation of problem solving multidimensionally. That the solution to any problems presented be manifested easily and gracefully at all times, free from fear and stress. The gentle, graceful, easy clearing of all toxins from all cells, physical and etheric, at all levels, multidimensionally. The gentle, graceful, easy clearing of all electromagnetic radiation and AI interference from all cells, physical and etheric, and from all systems, at all levels and layers, multidimensionally. We command that this being now step confidently into self-expression and self-truth. We command the balancing of all aspects of sound, all aspects pertaining to both inflow and outflow on all levels and layers, multidimensionally. We command the awakening of intuition multidimensionally. Thank you. All teams and solfeggio masters, please repeat the transmission of all of these qualities daily for as long as is necessary each time and for as long as is necessary for each being. Repeat the transmissions of solfeggio frequencies 639 Hertz and 741 Hertz. With all their awakening and healing qualities. for another 2 days, making a total of 3 days healing. We give great thanks to all of the beings who assisted in this group solfeggio healing transmission. We now gracefully return to the earth plane fully present and intact. We thank you for this great gift. Okay, everyone, in your own time, open your eyes, come back, be fully present, be joyful. I hope you all enjoyed this week's meditation and healing transmissions. And I hope that you will fully reap all the benefits of these frequencies. I thank you for being a part of this and for the opportunity to work with you all. So, my dear viewers out there, as we have no guest, we're going to wind up the show here for the week. I love you all. I love you all and all that you are. My final words: be true to yourselves and be true to who you truly are. Good night and thank you for watching. See you next week.
Humanity has been on an epic journey of discovery, learning the truth about the world we live in. New discoveries about the true origins of humanity, ancient history, free energy, as well as the systematic corruption of world governments are now on the forefront of our daily reality. Is the world headed towards destruction based on control and power? Or is an opportunity now being presented to shift and uplift into a higher consciousness? My name is Mel V, co-founder and creative director of Conscious Consumer Network, an independent broadcast network that was launched on the 1st of January 2015. In the last 3 years, Conscious Consumer Network has broadcast over 2,800 shows in multiple languages, featuring guests from across the world, whilst creating media that is aimed at the creation of a free, fair, peaceful, just, sustainable world. Conscious Consumer Network provides full training and an interactive support network for all broadcasters, and we are always looking for inspiring and educational content.
Hi, this is Lady Liberty.
And this is Miro Siegel.
In 2018, Conscious Consumer Network has expanded to multiple broadcast locations, increasing our availability and reach across the world, remaining on the cutting edge of independent media. If we wish to create a better world, we must first create better media, geared towards real education instead of indoctrination.
You guys really are what changing the world is going to be about. It's educating kids at a grassroots level.
Having become a pillar of stability in the turbulent world of independent media, we have even more going on in 2018. Conscious Consumer Network is a publicly funded network, and we rely on all of you to keep us on the air. Show your support for independent media by donating to our 2018 Network Support Fund. Dare to seek a better world. Support independent media.